Hi, this is Munson from Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song by Tracy Chapman called Fast Car. And we'll talk about where we're going to move this for key in a moment because we're going to end up capoing on 2nd fret. But there's a really cool intro lick where you play an open B string and kind of do a hammer on the 1st fret. So I'm kind of playing the open B string and kind of putting my 1st finger down to get the sound to carry there. And then we're going to open B string, and then 3rd fret on the B string twice, and then open G. And then we're going to go 3rd fret on the high E string twice, and then 2nd fret on the high E string twice, and then open G. And then that lick kind of repeats. Right after that, then that lick kind of comes back. So we end up, and the notes you're actually playing is kind of B, C, B, D, D, G, 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 F sharp, G, B, C, B, D, D, G, 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 F sharp, G. And then there's kind of a variation in the very beginning where you end up doing that lick twice, and then a different kind of, or the same lick comes back with a different ending, where you'd play the O1, O3, 3, O. But then right after that 3rd fret on the high E string, you go to 5th fret on the high E string, and then back to 3rd fret on the high E string, and then 2nd fret on the high E string, and then 3rd fret on the high E string, and then 2nd fret on the high E string. So there's this variation where you're going B, C, B, D, D, G, G, A, G, F sharp, G, F sharp. Now if you're a little bit more adventurous, you could kind of throw in some bass notes to kind of imply the chords that are actually kind of backing that up. So on that open B string, if you add in the 3rd fret on the A string at the same time, that can sound really good. And then if you go 3rd fret on the low E string with the 3rd fret on the B string at the same time, and then the open G, and then when you go to the 3rd fret on the high E string, if you play open E at the same time, and then when you go to 2nd fret on the high E string, if you play open D at the same time, and then open G. So you're kind of going 3 and open together, open, open, and then 3 and 3 together, 3, open G, and then open E with 3rd fret on the high E string, 3, and then open D with 2nd fret on the D string, and then open G string. You really do that for that variation too, where you play 3rd fret on the A string with the open B, and then open B, and then 3rd fret on the low E with 3rd fret on the B string at the same time, and then open G, and then the open E for the 3, 5, 3, and then the open D for the 2, 3, 2. So that's kind of our intro lick, but the chords that are kind of getting implied by that would start on a C major chord. And when we play C major, 1st finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then from the C major chord, the 3rd fret on the low E string is kind of implying a G chord. And the way you play G major, 1st finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the low E on the 3rd fret, and 3rd finger is going to go to the high E on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then the open E string is kind of implying an E minor chord. And when you play E minor, 1st finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. And then from the E minor, we're going to be going to a D major chord for the open D string. And the way you play D major, 1st finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, the 3rd finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, D, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that sounds a D major chord. And that's our intro, but it's also kind of our verse through the song. It's kind of C major, G major, E minor, D major, C major, G major, E minor, D major. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the C and just tried that a lot, you have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we can do that a lot to kind of get your right hand used to it. The weird thing about our verse and our intro is we're halving the chords. So instead of doing the whole strum pattern, actually, you've only got enough time to kind of do a down, down, up on each chord. We'll talk about another way to do it in a moment. So on the C, if we tried it that way, we'd have C with a down, down, up, G, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, B, down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, up. Now because of where the chord change actually happens, what can really sound really close to the recording note is to kind of do the first down, down on the first chord, and then the up, and then the up, down, up on the next chord. So we tried it that way. We'd have C with a down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, up. And then we'd basically be repeating that until we get to our chorus part. And on our chorus, we start on the C major, and then we go to the G major, and then we do the E minor, and then the D major, but they're going to last longer, so we're going to end up doing our whole strum pattern on those. And then we end up going to kind of a really quick C, E minor, and then a long D, C, E minor, D, and then a C, D, kind of at the end. So if we tried that with our strum pattern, the weird part is the C, E minors and the last C, D will end up halving like we were doing with our verse. So we tried just the down, down, up on those chords. We'll have the C with the down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, and we get to that part. And kind of the C with the down, down, D with the down, down, up, and we get to the very end. So we tried our chorus that way. We'd have C, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, D, down, down, up. But because of where the chord changes are actually happening, if we try doing that down, down on the first chord, and then the up, down, up on the second chord, it sounds a little bit more like the recording. So we tried our chorus that way. You'd have C, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, E minor, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C on the down, down, E minor, up, down, D, down, 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 C on the down, down, E on the up, down, up. So those are all the parts of our song. The weird part is to play along with Tracy Chapman. Instead of starting on a C major chord, she's actually starting on a D major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now your C major chord is really a D major chord, your G major is really an A major chord, your E minor is really an F sharp minor chord, and your D major is really an E major chord. But to take it from the very, very beginning that way, we could start with our intro lick where we got that 0-1, 0-3, 3, open, 3, 3, 2, 2, open, 0-1, 0-3, 3, open, 3, 3, 2, 2, open. Or we could kind of throw in the bass notes, so we'd have that 3 with the open, 1, 0, 3 with 3, 3, open, open E with 3, 3, open D with 2 on the high E, 2, open, 3 with the 0, 1, 0, 3 and 3, 3, open G, open E with 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2. So you can kind of try that different ways, and if you wanted to, actually, if that's really easy to kind of do for you, then you could actually use that intro through the verse part all the way through the song. And if we tried it with the strumming ways we talked about, we could do just the down, down, up on each chord. So we have to see the down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, up. Or if we tried it with that doing the down, down on the first chord, up, down, up on the second chord. Then we have C with the down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, G on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, D on the up, down, up. And then we'd be repeating that until we get to our chorus. So we tried our chorus with just the down, down, up on our halving chords. Then we have the C, down, down, G, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, down, second chord. Then we have the C, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, D, down, up, down, C, down, E minor, up, down, D, down, up, down, C on the down, E minor, up, down, D, down, up, down, C on the down, D on the up, down, and then we'll be going back to our verse. Now something else I would think about adding to it is working off of something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is like you're tapping your foot to the beat. The down, up is kind of dividing our beat into two parts. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an eighth note. What a 16th note is where you divide that beat into four parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And especially through the chorus, actually this can really feel really good to kind of work off a 16th note strum pattern. And what I think can be a lot of fun with the tune is kind of a down, up, down, up, 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you take the C and kind of do a down for 1 and then an up for 4, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the second beat, we're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down. And then on the third beat, you do a up on 2, up on 4. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, up. And then on the fourth beat, if you try down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together, you got down, up, down, up, down. Try that through our verse part. What can sound really good is to do the down, up on the first chord, and then the down, up, down, up on the next chord. So we try that through our verse. We'd have C with down, up, G with the down, up, down, E minor down, up, D on the down, up, down, C on the down, up, G on the down, up, down, E minor down, up, D on the down, up, down, C on the down, up, G on the down, up, down, E minor down. With our 16th note pattern. Then we have C with a down, up, down, C down, up, down, 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 C down, down, C down, E minor down, down, C down, down, C down, E minor down, C down, down, C down. Something else you want to kind of try. And then we basically be repeating those parts until we get to our outro. And if you're doing your 8th note strum pattern on the outro, then you really just want to do kind of a down on the C, and then kind of end on the upstroke on the G on the very last part. So you have C with a down, C, up. And then if you're doing the 16th note strum pattern at the very, very end, then you do the C with the down, up, and then hit the G on the downstroke. So you'd have C with a down, up, G on the down, C on the down, up, G on the down. Or if you're doing the fingerstyle or working that intro lick through the tune, you've really only got enough time to kind of do that 0-1, 0-3s together, kind of end the tune. But that's the basics of how you can kind of work your way through Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. So good luck!